Now, going forward, the first thing I would do if I was to get a job, my first paycheck, I'm just gonna pay off all the debt that I have, and whatever money I have left over after the debt is paid off, I will then start saving my money immediately. That's the first thing I'm gonna do is save every leftover dollar I have and just build up an emergency fund, as in 6 months to a year emergency fund, because me not having a emergency fund really cost me. Now I've learned my lesson from not having one to now I should have one, right? There's no time better than to have an emergency saving fund. 80% of people don't have an emergency saving fund for in a case that they get fired or they just leave their job without any backup plan, and we cannot afford to be doing that. I've learned my lesson. Thankfully, I had a roof over my head, but if I was paying rent, I would probably be out on the streets if I did not have an emergency savings fund. So it, it's hard for me to build a savings fund, but I'm going to have to get 2 to 3 jobs and save just to build that up. Just in case if something happens to me, I know that I have at least a year of expenses covered so that I'm not stressed out every single day and I know my mental state is at peace. Now, the second thing that I'll be doing is I'll be figuring out ways to start a side hustle based off of the money that I'm making. So, whether it's stock dividends, whether it's doing YouTube, or whether it's just me building a business on the side, I need to start figuring out ways to make money that is not traditional. I need to make money somewhere in the lines of not just a 9 to 5. I need to learn how to make a dollar, even if it's a $1 profit margin. I need to figure out how to make $1, you know, just without a job. Because once you're on the clock, you're getting paid. Once you're not on the clock, you're not getting paid. So therefore, when I go to sleep, I'm not on the clock, so therefore I'm not getting paid. I want to be able to make money while I'm in my sleep. So if I could figure out a way to make money non-traditional, not like everybody else, I'll be good. And this could be a clothing store. This could be a drop shipping business. This could be me fixing something for somebody. This could be me buying something at a low price and selling it for a higher price. This could be a service, a cleaning service. This could be me coaching somebody on what I've done so far. The learning lessons that I've learned so far that I could package up in a price point. I need to have some sort a business on the side. It does not matter. I have 2 jobs. I still need a business on the side. You know, the third thing that I'll be doing after I do get a job is that I'm going to at least put 10% aside for church and maybe another 10% just to help people that are in need, because I know how it feels and I know how hard it is to not have money. And if you can't get a job because whatever circumstances happens to your life and you need money just to eat, and I can eat, knowing someone that hasn't eaten in 3 days and they don't have maybe $5 to $10, where I could just be like, hey, here's $10, you can eat. It'll keep them alive a lot longer in life. So that's another thing I'll do when I get a job. The fourth thing I will do when I get a job is I'm going to rewire my brain of how I think about money. Because when I first started working, I was stuck on, okay, my pay rate is $20 an hour and I work 40 hours a week and I make X amount of dollars and minus taxes. I need to not think like that. I need to think of, okay, what product am I selling and how many of these products do I need to sell within 1 hour so that I can, build a skill set of selling. Like, I need to build skills while I'm working, not just work and get paid and go home. Because if I just work for Walmart and I'm selling $20,000 worth of stuff in 1 hour, but I'm only making $200 an hour, I'm only making $140 an hour, then I don't make any money. You know, I need to constantly research on stocks. I need to constantly research on YouTube automation or clothing brand automation or just anything automated systems. I need to learn systems of the company that I'm working for so that anytime that I'm trying to drift away and do a business for myself, I know exactly what systems to implement in my business so that therefore I don't have to be stuck at a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. Because my goal is not to be stuck at a 9 to 5 every single day for the rest of my life. My goal is to be free, happy, and be happy doing what I like to do in my life. Now, the sixth thing that I need to learn how to do is to figure out what passion that can pay me for free. Now, you're thinking, why would you want to work for free? I need to find a passion that I can do for free without charging anybody. The reason why is because I'll make more money on the long term than in the short term. Because if I just charge somebody up front, then guess what? I'm only going to make that sale, or if I do make that sale. But if I do it for free, I'll get paid way more. It's just that's how it goes. And staying consistent, I'll be more consistent at doing something that I'm passionate about instead of doing something that I'm not passionate about. Because most people, they're just doing things that they're not passionate about, and they hate their job, and then which causes them to hate their life. And I don't want to hate my life, you know. So now the seventh thing I'm gonna do when I do get a job is I'm not gonna try and find something bad about the job. As in, we always work jobs and we just hate it every day. Like, I'm gonna go in, and clock out. I'm not gonna be friendly with coworkers. I'm not gonna be, oh, what's going on, bro? This and that. Build friends. Like, I'll do a little here and there at work, but my solely focus is just to get the money and go home. You know, yeah, you get alone sometimes when you don't have coworkers to talk to, but that's how you get in trouble. Because then somebody's gonna snitch on you, and next thing you know, you're out of a job because they snitched on you, right? If you're not friendly with this person but you're friendly with that one, then there's an argument that happens. Like, no. And I'm gonna make sure that I put my priority self first, as in my health is the number one priority. So if I'm working and overworking myself, I'm gonna pull back and say, I'm not getting paid as much as the manager, and I'm not doing as what they're doing, and they're not overworking themselves. So why am I overworking myself? So that's like the 6, 7 things that I would do when I get a job, is to always fix my mindset, my mentality of everything. Sorry that I stuttered, but I'm gonna fix my mentality, and I'm gonna keep on doing my dream and chasing my dreams everywhere I go. And the next thing I'll do when I get a job is I'm going to promote myself. I'm going to promote whatever business that I have up until the point where I get fired. If I get fired for promoting myself, then it's on to the next job. I remember when I was at Adidas and I started a clothing brand, and I got caught for promoting myself, and she told me not to do that anymore, or else I would have been fired. But I'm still gonna do that because I'm not gonna sit here and work for these low-paying minimum wage jobs, and they don't want to pay you. They only want to give you based off of what they want to give you. Minimum wage here in New York, Long Island, is only $16.50, I guess, $16.75. In Queens, New York, is about maybe $20. You can't survive off that. You can't. So therefore, I have to start multiple side hustles. I need to fail as multiple times as I can, and that's pretty much it. But if you enjoyed this video, all you gotta do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment what you think below, send this to a friend if you enjoyed this video today. Thank you and have a good one. Let's go.